What's up everybody, it's AJ with Etro.com. Today we're going to be checking out the Swagman adapter bar. It's going to be a bike adapter bar that's for alternative frame bikes. You see how the frame comes really far down here. The hook might not be able to get that low or attach to it very well, which would be not a good hold for your bike on this bike rack. You attach this bar up here to the handlebars, the base of the handlebars and the base of the seat, and now it gives you a nice straight bar for this to come back down onto, so it's on there nice and tight. Let's check it out. Just want to point out at a closer look at how straight this bar is coming across. It's much easier for it to get a grip on there. It's going to be more level. You can see this frame comes down pretty far and it's at an odd angle. Now there's even more, some of these that are more extreme than this are going to come down probably about here, and so just really hard for that hook to get on there, especially if there's two bikes, because you can't go beyond this one. So if you have a bike that's right there, you can't go much lower than that without hitting this handle. This is going to alleviate that problem. And attaching the hook is just as easy as it would be with a normal frame. Just bring it down on there. Let's get a couple more clicks out of there. That way it's nice and tight. You see it's not going anywhere. It's got a good hold on there. The bike's not moving much at all. And even I can pull on these parts that open up. This is going to pop open. It prevents it from doing that, so you don't have to worry about this bar coming off. Now how you open it is you're going to push down on this button here. You're going to hear the snap, and it opens that way. Now this is one of the things I like about this bike adapter bar versus the other ones, is some of the other ones open up towards the top, and you can see if it did do that, it might hit the seat post. It might be more difficult for that to get open and have as much of an opening as you have here. This, we can open it all the way here, so it'll pretty much fit around any post that you need to put it on. Another nice thing about this is that it can accommodate so many different frame styles, so it will stretch out. If your post, your handlebar post is further away from your seat post, it can stretch out all the way to 31 inches, and then it can collapse all the way down to 25 inches. On the hook portion, that's going to be here and here. It's going to have a vinyl coating, so that's going to protect your bike when you do attach it on there, so you don't have to worry about scratching anything up. There's going to have a grip section here too, and that's going to be helpful for the hanging style bike racks. That's just going to be how it hangs on there, just that extra grip to keep the bike in place. Now we have it on a hang style bike rack. You can see how the tube here, the adapter bar, is in the place of the cradles, and that's nice and strapped down really tight. The bike doesn't move a whole lot, and normally you wouldn't be able to use this bike on this bike rack just because of that down tube. You see how extreme an angle that would be. The bike would be sideways. It just wouldn't fit on this rack. But now with the adapter, it's going to be just fine. But when you are using the adapter on hang style, just be really careful about the weight capacity. Now, because all the weight's going to be coming down on the adapter bar, and it can hold up to 35 pounds. So just keep that in mind on what bike you're going to use it on and what bike rack you're going to use it with. The bike adapter bar itself is made out of a black powder coat steel, so it's going to hold up to those elements outside. The only thing is you don't have to worry about it really damaging anything, because most things it's going to come in contact with is either the down hook that has padding on it or cradles like this that also have padding on it. So it's never really going to just touch the bike rack straight on with that black powder coat, so you're not going to have to worry about scratching or ruining anything. The bike adapter bar is made out of a black powder coat steel. So it's not as good as the Lumen would be to fight against corrosion, but really the only time you'd have to worry about corrosion is where it would come in contact with something where it would scratch that powder coat, and that's really just not going to happen. You see on the hang style bike rack, it's in these rubberized cradles, so they're protected. It's not going to scratch anything there, and then when we had it on the platform, it's just going to be the hook that's also padded, so it's not going to cause any scratches there either. Overall, I think it's going to be a helpful tool to have. It really helps out if you have these alternative frame bikes and you can't find a bike rack. It's not easy to do to find one that actually fits. Now you can use the one you already have, and you don't have to buy an extra bike rack. I really like that. I want to use what I got, and if I get a new bike, now I can just throw that adapter bar on there and continue using what I got. Well, thanks for hanging out, and I hope this helped.